evening. I'm Brooke Katz. Doug has the night off. We have new details in the murder cases involving a Dallas police officer, Bryan Reiser. Today, officers searched his home in Grand Prairie. Nicole Nielsen explains what investigators know so far about Officer Bryan Reiser.
No one hates a bad cop more than a good cop.
Tonight, Bryan Reiser, a 13-year veteran with the Dallas Police Department, is behind bars and charged with 2 counts of capital murder in the deaths of 2 people in unrelated cases from 2017.
This individual has no business wearing this uniform.
Police say Reiser wasn't the gunman, but instead paid someone else.
On August 14th, 2019, a witness stated that he kidnapped and murdered the victim at the direction of Reiser.
Police say Reiser offered the witness $3,500 to kidnap and kill 61-year-old Albert Douglas in February of 2017. His body tossed in the Trinity River near Santa Fe Avenue and never recovered. 2 weeks later, they say he ordered another hit to occur in the same manner and place. This time, the deal was $6,000 for 31-year-old Liza Saines.
The motive for these murders are unknown at this time. This remains an ongoing investigation. We will hold ourselves accountable to the highest levels. We will stand tall in front of you in good times and in times of crisis.
The Dallas Police Department first identified Reiser as a person of interest back in 2019, but say even with the help of the FBI, they didn't have enough evidence to arrest him. Since then, he'd been out actively patrolling the community while under investigation for murder. Police say they found evidence that Reiser's cell phone and squad car location were in or about the area during the time frames of both murders. Now the department saying they'll do everything they can to make sure they hold themselves accountable, including Reiser's immediate termination and reviewing of his police work.
We have committed to you in taking the criminal element off of the streets of the city of Dallas to perform relentless follow-up on anyone who does harm to this city, and that includes within the walls of this police department.
In Dallas, Nicole Nielsen, CBS 11 News.
A former Dallas Police Chief Renee Hall says tonight Reiser was first identified as a person of interest in the cases in 2019, but there wasn't enough evidence to charge him at the time. And she says the department collaborated with the FBI and determined placing Reiser on leave would have compromised the investigation.